Welcome back all. Today we've got a great one. Today we're taking a look at the top 10 best pieces of paper of all time. Let's dive right into it. All right, coming in at number 10, we've got the Marauders Map from Harry Potter. This was a magical map that showed all the rooms and the grounds of Hogwarts. It even showed the secret rooms, the secret passages. It even showed all the bars, pubs, and little secret speakeasies in the Slytherin quarters, which is super sick. Showed everyone walking around depicted by a little dot, created by Pettigrew, Sirius Black, Lupin, and that scumbag James Potter. To open it, you got to wave your wand and solemnly swear you're up to no good, which is pretty sick. A map after my own heart. Alright, coming in at number 9, we've got the piece of paper that was used in the world record longest paper plane throw. Let's watch the clip. Your commentators are John Paper and Peter Cardboard.
Stay right there. There it is. There it is. We are all over that one. That's going to do it. Get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there, get up there!
Throw was 69.14 meters, which was the world record done at the McAllen Air Force Base in 2012. Coming in at number 8, we've got the movie Paper Towns, starring Cara Delevingne, Halston Sage, and Nat Wolff. Great flick, an adaptation on the book by John Green. What happens is one night, Cara, the popular girl in high school, realizes all her friends have been doing her wrong behind her back. So one night she enlists the help of her former best friend and across the road neighbor Nat Wolff for a night of pranks and getting all the bastards back. Nat Wolff has the best night of his life and has never felt so alive doing all of this shit, and he falls in love with her. The movie teaches you there is a whole world out there. All you've got to do is step out of your comfort zone and just try something new. Give something new a try, and you'd be surprised how easy things are to do after it. A lot of these insecurities are just built up in our head, and we've just got to break that first barrier down and try that one new thing. And everything else after that is so much easier. Also, don't fall in love with the idea of someone. God knows that's fucked me up a few times before. Alright, coming in at number 7, we've got the newspapers on November 17th, 2005. The Socceroos have just gotten into the first World Cup in 32 years. The nature of the way the Oceanic region was set up, it meant they only got half a World Cup spot every year. So the winner of the Oceanic region had to play off against a South American team, which is always tricky. We'd fallen short every year, except this year we took it to penalties. Schwarzer played out of his skin, Bresciano was good, Kuhl was good, and then Aloisi, as we know, did his thing. Alright, coming at number 6, we've got the Scroll of Isildur. It's essentially Isildur telling his account of how he got the ring off that prick Sauron. He also writes the inscription of the One Ring on the scroll. It was stored in the vaults of Gondor for years and probably only read by Gandalf and Saruman. The scroll was crucial for Gandalf discovering that Bilbo's ring was the One Ring. When Gandalf first suspected that Bilbo had the ring, he went to Gondor, read the scroll, and it had the inscription on it. So he sort of knew for something to look for. When Gandalf came back, threw Bilbo's ring in the fire and saw what the inscription said. There it is. I'm not going to bother even trying to read that. So here's an old friend to help me out with reading that. It translates roughly to one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. Alright, coming at number 5, we've got the test paper from Old School. Fellas have to do a written test to keep the brotherhood together. They have 2 nerds outside in a truck looking up all the answers for them. All Vince Vaughn has to do is read the question into his jumper lapel, and the guy will search it up and feed the answers back into their little earpieces. At one point, when the professor looks up to him, Vince Vaughn mouths, "Good test." Now, Vince Vaughn is a reputable business owner. He's a smart man, so if he says the test is a good test, it's a good test. This movie taught me to respect a good exam and a good test. Throughout my entire schooling, I would always compliment the teacher if I opened up a test and I liked it, and I could see how they were trying to trick us and they were covering all the content in the syllabus. And if it was a good test, I would always let the teacher know, "That one was a really good test, sir." All right, coming in at number 4, we've got the original 1966 Scanlon Ron Barassi VFL card. Boy oh boy is Ron Barassi one of the best midfielders this game has ever seen. 250 games, 6 premierships as a player, 4 premierships as a coach, Hall of Fame legend status. Now Scanlon were the primary football card manufacturers of the 60s and the VFL era. And if I could get my hands on an original 66 Ron Barassi VFL trading card, I don't know what else there is to achieve in this life. All right, coming at number 3, we've got the piece of paper that Jack slips Rose in Titanic after their boring as hell dinner, in which Jack has just gone on this huge rant about how you should live your life, make it count, and do everything in the way that sort of maximizes our time on this thing. The note says, meet me at the clock, make it count. So after their boring as fuck first class dinner with the high society snobbish wankers, Rose and Jack head down below the decks to party it up. And boy, do they have a good time. Below the deck is where all the fun happens. Away from those first class wankers, you want to be downstairs with the sailors, the pirates, drinking the beer, dancing on tables, music blasting. That sort of metaphor for life, I don't know what is. All right, coming at number 2, we've got the pink slips to Brian O'Connor's Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now this is his green Mitsubishi that he races in the first race against Toretto, and he's so confident he throws his pink slips on the line. He ends up losing, he fries his piston rings, blows a CPU on his computer, probably fucks the tyres up. He never had Dom. He never had his car. All right, coming in number 1, we have got A4 paper. This is the Rolls Royce of paper. I don't need to do research to know that this is the most commonly used paper in the world, and it accounts for at least 89.5% of all paper worldwide. It is everything. All right, that's it for top 10 best pieces of paper in the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.